it doesn't matter. He just does not want to lose, period. And now we're going to hop into the action here as we're actually going to go ahead and kick things off here with Aches. Let's see what he's going to do.
Yeah, it looks like Aches is going to move over here into red. He's going to pick up a kill, goes down right after. And I actually like Aches' choice there. He was running around with the Vector with the red dot, trying to use that to his full advantage. Instead of the assault rifle, giving him a little bit more mobility and a lot more aggression. And we see the early cap already coming out of TP, and this does not look good for Strictly Business, giving up a cap in the first 30 seconds, but they answer right back with a cap from Apathy. And Sensor starting out 3-0. Nice start from Strictly Business.
He's got the goal there. Now it's going to be 2-1 here as Blitz is now starting to heat up. You know, we cast so many different types of games. You have to always, you know, be mindful and switch between the different games. It's like how you spectate them is actually pretty funny. So now Sensor is going to be working with a teammate here for Strictly Business. They might be able to make another cap here, and it seems like that's going to be the case. And another cap, making it 3-1 as Complexity. They just have not quite found a way, but oh goodness, he slid right in there, was not able to stop him. There will be another member there of Strictly Business to answer for another cap, making it a 2 lead for this team, Strictly Business.
And the thing you can notice right here is that the Complexity squad is completely pushed up right now. Nobody is sitting back on defense. They are all coming off the respawn and going into the Strictly Business half of the map, playing with a lot of aggression here, trying to make this comeback. Down too early, still plenty of time left, and Sensor's going to try to hold it down, picks up Aches, and moving back around here, Sensor's trying to get into a better position himself. It looks like he's going to try to push out. There should be a guy right there. TP picks him up, and there's another cap coming from SB, and 3 members of Complexity coming off the respawn. This is a bad situation here. The last member of Complexity up there, getting in the gunfight, down goes TP. Now Strictly Business turning the tables on Complexity.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and give some Complexity love here as Crim6 is going to be on your screen, finding one, and he does manage to get the double. Huge win for him. Now, let's see if he can slide in, but never mind. His teammate's going to be there for the answer back. You saw that on the dead body there of Crim6. TP here. Always the ever sneaky one. Apathy, though, his gun skill is just that good as he was able to take out Teep and prevent another cap here. And so Complexity could not manage to make this into a 1-score game. But just as we say that, Strictly Business, they're on the move. They are near that Complexity goal.
Yeah, and I have to give it to Strictly Business right now on the way that they are playing, and it looks like they're actually about to get another cap. There it is, 6-3. Great play coming out from Sensor, especially early. 9-2 with 3 captures. 6-4. We see Complexity picking up another capture as well, and this SB team refuses to give them anything, getting one right back. And now we're going to see SB kind of sit back and try to play a little bit of defense right now, shut down Complexity, and try to make their moves and push up together as a team and try to increase this lead as much as they can with just over 2 minutes remaining in the first half of Blitz.
Yeah, you know, with the way that we've been seeing Blitz all weekend long and just how intense things have been, you know, one of the major things with every team has been who's playing that goalie, who's hanging back and kind of protecting that goal. Doesn't really seem like either team is going for that, partly because of the way that this map is designed. Very old school Call of Duty map, 3 lanes, you know, you have to, if you push up, chances are they won't get behind you, of course, considering most people don't use the underground either. Those are the kinds of things that, you know, you don't think about, right? Like, why is no one playing defense? I'm sure maybe 1 or 2 people are asking that question, but Aches is going to move in there and manages to make a cap happen, and that is why you just want to make sure you're pushing up, staying aggressive, hanging out in the mid. Aches is going to finally get cleaned up, 9-8 with 3 caps.
Yeah, and we switch over to Crim6 right as he slides in. Great play by Complexity, and now they're starting to make this comeback and trying to start a rally here. And you see Complexity. You can hear them communicating over here, Golden Boy. They are right now trying to get everything organized, and Mr. X is trying to do that as well. What this Complexity team likes to do is play with a lot of aggression, and they like to simply be up in your face. What we see is that Complexity is able to use this strategy of playing so fast-paced and use it to their advantage and really throw opposing teams off. But I have to give it to Strictly Business once again because they are hanging with the fast-paced play. Even with Fears sitting back with the assault rifle, Sensor is playing out of his mind right now, and that has to be one of the key reasons as to why Strictly Business has this 2-capture lead early.
Well, you know what, too, Paradox? You gotta remember, Strictly Business can slay with the best of them. We've already seen that. We've already seen Fears go insane. Sensor, he may have had a slow game there on Search and Destroy, but this is a completely different story. Unfortunately, it was not enough. Caught off the reload there, as Fierce is going to be there for the defense. And while Strictly Business was able to come off the gate strong, they were able to establish a steady lead there. Complexity, that's the other thing. It's like with two very similar styles, and of course that aggression comes into play. Saints making his way in, and that's going to be a goal with a 2-cap lead with only a couple of seconds remaining. They are going to sit on that goal, just defend it. That is pretty much going to do it for the first half, as Strictly Business looks great in this Blitz Freight matchup, but Complexity, never count them out. It's only 2 goals. That can happen in a matter of 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, and Complexity's definitely going into the second half, and they know what they want to do in order to turn the tides in their favor. What we're actually going to see is Complexity come out once again with a lot of aggression, and they're going to try to get SB out of their game early, throw them off a little bit, and Complexity's fine with trading cap for cap. They will set up the Congo line and they will make you pay. And Complexity, like we've said, they just refuse to lose. We saw it yesterday in their game with FaZe, as it looked like they were on the brink of going down to losers bracket, and they said, nope, I don't think so. It's going to be interesting to watch here.
Yep, now this is a very precarious position here. Sensor has to go huge, but he is going to get cleaned up. And Saints looking around, seeing if he's going to find anyone, because he knows pressure's coming. He's able to connect with that one, and they are going to be able to thwart that attack there from Complexity for the time being. But Complexity will bring that fire right back to you if you're not careful.
Yeah, and we're on board with Fears right here, seeing what he's able to do, and he's playing very passive right now, actually switching it up to the MTAR, and it looks like Fears is actually just playing some defense. It looks like a member of Complexity is near him, though, and Fears is going to have to turn around, otherwise he's going to get shot in the back. This is a bad situation for Fears, and Complexity has 2 guys right over near that goal, and they should be able to pick up a cap, and maybe even 2 right here. There's one, and they are now only 1 goal behind them, so another member of Complexity right there. Fears trying to make his move as they rotate back on defense, but Complexity with a lot of pressure early, and Strictly Business trying to contain them right now, but Complexity slowing the deficit ever so slowly, and it looks like Complexity might be able to actually pick up another cap right here.
Oh!
Great job by Apathy. That was such a huge kill because of the fact that not only did it stop the cap, but now it gives Strictly Business a chance to set up, and Apathy goes off again. Such a great player.
I mean, really, that was a heads-up play, and he may have not thought about running in that goal there. But sometimes, you think, man, it's just too quiet. I gotta check my goal, and that's exactly what he did there. Apathy turning out an amazing run, but he is finally going to get shut down. Karma was going to be there for the pickup, and Complexity have managed to tie this one up. It seems like Strictly Business, they have not been able to get a cap at all.
Yeah, and it looks like Karma is actually about to make a move up there and try to pick up a capture. And there we see that the lead now 10-9. We have seen Apathy try to move back here, put his team back in a position to win. But great job right there, moving around by Complexity. You see the opposing team scoring once again. Great play by Complexity, and they have actually taken the lead 11-9, just under 3 minutes left. And they are getting loud right now, and SB has to be worried.
Yeah, and it's funny you mentioned the conga line before, because that's kind of what happened.
Exactly.
A conga line was formed, and they were able to score 3 uncontested. Well, one of those was uncontested, but they had amazing defense there from Complexity. Crim6, of course, and H is working very well together here, as Strictly Business have not been able to make a cap happen. Paradox, we're in 2 minutes and 22 seconds into this game, and they have not found themselves at all. They can't get out of their base.
Yeah, I mean, Complexity, this is what I said. They are such a huge threat, and we both talked about the fact that Golden Boys, they are simply never going to want to just give a team a win. They are playing so well right now, and Gandhi talked about it. Benson talked about it. You cannot allow Complexity to get back into a game like this, and they are making the Strictly Business squad pay. We do see SB picking up a capture right there. 15-10, though,
That's
is the lead.
First cap they've had in 3 minutes. So
I mean, Complexity is in complete control of the second side, picking up another one. 16-10 is the score.
16. They were down by 2 before. 16, and they managed to cap 8 in a row, okay? While Strictly Business only able to cap 1 time. Like, that's insane. It just shows the Complexity on Blitz. They are unmatched at this point. Crim6 is going to find a player there, putting in a couple shots. He's going to be the one in the point position. He only has a couple bullets left, finding another one, going for the double, and he can't quite make it happen. As Complexity, they're just going to continue to keep in the face of Strictly Business, not give him any quarter, not give him any room to breathe.
Yeah, and I mean, Complexity right now, especially when you have that line like we talked about where they're just rallying, flag after flag after flag, or score, whatever. The point is, what you seeing from Complexity is the
Oh.
fact that they're able to do this, and they're opening up the map for themselves as well, and they're shutting down Strictly Business's communication, which is hurting them so much. And Complexity, you're going to make them pay again.
Goodness.
Apes with another capture, and with under a minute left now, mathematically impossible, Complexity is going to take this one.
There you have it, and that is 10 caps on one half there. 10 caps. That, I mean,
Make it 11.
11 caps. We'll just keep on adding 11 caps on one half. That is insane. That Complexity were able to make that happen, and it all resulted in them being loud, being aggressive, and that came with the W.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Strictly Business on the scoreboard, they didn't even play bad. They played well. It's just the fact that Complexity was able to swing the momentum, and now 20-10. You wouldn't have even guessed the Complexity was down heading into the second side of Blitz, and now Karma adding insult to injury, another capture, and what they're trying to do right here is actually get into the head of Strictly Business. You hear Mr. X, you hear Complexity yelling. What they're trying to do is get SB rattled so they can take this next map, which would give them the series. Great strategy by Complexity, and flawless, absolutely flawless play on the second half of Blitz.
Yeah, you could not ask for a better showing from them, and man, look at that. Aches, 30-19. Crimsix, 28-23. But Aches had 8 captures.
Yeah, the 8 captures.
TP had 7 captures. And I'm still absolutely blown away that Strictly Business was only able to get 1 capture on that 5 minutes, 1 capture.
I mean, they started off so well. We saw Apathy going off, and we thought that Strictly Business may have actually had Complexity's number in the Blitz, but one side can change everything, and that's the perfect example of what happens when a team can get hot and they can get it rolling.
Yep, that's right, guys. Well, we do have a special announcement to make here, so make sure you guys are using the hashtag Elgato20K, and if you tweet the stream www.mlg.tv, you will enter and be, potentially win one of these fancy chairs from DX Racer, one of the sponsors of this event. All the players on the main stage are sitting on the DX Racer chairs. We are sitting on the DX Racer chairs here. They're comfortable, and it feels nice on my back because I got a bad back because I'm old. So it's a pretty cool chair, of course. And if you guys want to enter into that, all you got to do is tweet the stream, use the hashtag Elgato20K, and it has to be www.mlg.tv. All that stuff will qualify you for your chance to win one of these snazzy chairs. With that said, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, there's going to be game number 4, Domination. Who's going to be able to take this one? You guys will want to be glued to the screen because you're not going to want to miss this. I'm Golden Boy. This is Paradox. Almost said I'm Paradox. We'll see you in just a bit. Don't go anywhere.